Americani, we are welcome. Enjoy! Enjoy!
Like a little boy.
Enjoy! Enjoy!
Oh, I didn't really run from all the way back there. We are out here in Wadi Rum in Jordan, and this is incredible. You can see behind me this beautiful view. It's this sort of like red rock desert. We're stopped here at the first stop, which is the Lawrence Spring, which is basically the spring behind me right here. And that spring is fed by this mountain up here. So we're gonna climb up this mountain. If you get all the way to the top, you get this amazing view of the desert out here. But first, I wanted to show you the way this works is you get to Wadi Rum and then you negotiate a price with the tour guide, and you do the tour on a pickup truck like these. So you just sit in the back of the pickup and the guide drives you around to the 10 or 15 locations in Wadi Rum. So you just drive through the desert, through this just like huge space. So now we're gonna go climb up the top of this mountain. I'll probably like check in halfway and then we'll see this amazing view. Okay, we made it. That was a hell of a climb, but check out the view. Gonna try and get sort of close to the edge without falling off, but that's basically where we are. You can see down there, probably like Bedouin camps. So the Bedouins are the people who live out here. They live off the land. And they live off that spring that I showed you down there. So it's like a 15-minute hike to the top, but look what you get when you get up here. You can go like a little bit further up that way, but I think we'll probably shut it down because there's about 10 more spots to hit before we move on. All right, we shot off here to our second stop. We're at the sand dunes. I'll show you right behind me. They're like this really rich color red. I didn't realize it'd be so much hiking. I'm not averse to it, but that last hike kind of killed me. For this one, it's the same deal. You climb to the top and you get an amazing view of this valley. And right here, this like ridge, right on the other side of it is an incredible view. So we're gonna hike just over that and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It is spectacular. So I'm coming on the way in. So let's go hike up there and I'll show you what it's all about. All right, it just started, and it's already very difficult. The sand here is so fine that it's like walking in pudding or something. Like you just sink in every time you take a step because it's so fine. I know it's like kind of hard to see, but it's like really fine sand. And it's such a short hike just to get to the top of this ridge, but it's already like pretty exhausting. All right, we made it to the top. We're actually pretty high up. I'm like right on the edge here. I can't even get the camera to it. Here we are. So it doesn't look that high. It's like 30 feet, but you get this amazing view of the desert. I won't block it. It's kind of cool. You can see that car like blazing across the desert right there. Amazing view. Like I said, once you get over the dune, this is the dune I was pointing to before, and then this is the view that you get after you cross over that dune. So it's just, we're in this huge valley here in Wadi Rum, and the desert is gigantic. So we're on this tour that takes about 5 hours. They take you to different locations. We were at the Lawrence Spring before, like you saw. Now we're here at this, they just call them the sand dunes. I'm sure there's a better name for it, but it's another hike. You get to the top and you get to see these absolutely like stunning views. This is something right out of Star Wars. I can't even, you know, just seems like something that's fake. It's really incredible. We're gonna hike back down now and move on to the next spot. Moving along here. We're here somewhere, I'm not sure what the historical significance is, but it's a gigantic canyon, if you see right here, right there. So you walk through the canyon, apparently there's a lot of like ancient writings, things like that. He said, our tour guide said something about the Quran. I'm not really sure if there's like a written Quran somewhere on the walls here, but we're gonna go check it out. What's kind of interesting though is we're out here in the desert, right? It's just lots of sand. While the sand is like a vibrant red color, there's not a whole lot of water or anything out here. You saw it spring over there, but otherwise we're like in this big wide open space. But there's this like really, really vibrant tree. I don't know if you can get like a good color through the camera, but this tree is like, it's like we're in Pleasantville, if you ever saw that, where it's black and white, and then some of the things start to turn color. That's what this is like, because everything here is kind of like a red gray, and this tree is like this really, really vibrant green. So that's pretty wild. I'm assuming this spring sort of feeds just like certain parts of this valley, and that's why there's only like these sort of like spread out trees all over here. Otherwise, I imagine this place would be like a forest. We're gonna head into the cavern. We'll see what it's like. I don't know if it's gonna be like Petra, but it seems like it's gonna be pretty interesting. So let's take a look. This section here is right out of Indiana Jones. You kind of have to take a step without falling in the water here. It's just like that scene in The Last Crusade where he falls through the floor. Success! All right, that was a cool like 5-minute hike. We're working our way out now. Got in there, got some cool pics, and now we're hustling, moving to the next stop. So we have to pop the clutch and start the truck that way. I got lunch, cost 10 jod, and it's a bunch of pita, some fruit, piece of cheese, cookies. I'm gonna eat it on the ride to the next stop. All right, made it to the next stop. We're on this like, I don't even know, like rock plateau. You can see right here, you basically climb up and you get another view. I tried eating lunch on the truck while I was moving. Cut my finger on a can of tuna. But now we've made it here and we're gonna hike up to the top, here, and you get another view of the valley. Basically this tour is like, it looks like they take you like in a circle, so you get several different like points of view of the valley. Pretty cool. I'm getting exhausted. It's really sunny out. It's like 80 today, and my fair skin is a-burning. Oh God, this is getting tough. We made it again. Another incredible view. They have a cool little like it's not an area, like a jetty. Jetty is obviously the wrong word, but it's a cool little like lookout point. We can get a better view. I'm probably gonna hike there in a second, but climbed up again. This is like really short climbs, 5 minutes, and you can see the entire desert landscape behind me. And it just keeps going and going. So it's pretty incredible. We're actually nearing the end of our tour. It's supposed to take a maximum of 5 hours. I know my stopwatch going before. We're like 3 hours, so we're really like you know, kind of like running through this whole thing. We're taking time to see everything, but it's just kind of like there's not a lot of people here. There's not a lot of tourists. You don't wait in line for anything. They drop you off at your stop. You know, you do your hike, you take your picture, and then you run back down, hop back in the very unsafe pickup truck with flat tires, and move to the next point. Alright, the sun's going down, it's getting pretty hot. We've got a couple more views of Wadi Rum. And as always, if you want to stay up to date on the latest videos,